Ryan Fitzpatrick stepped to the podium near midnight in a makeshift news conference room at MetLife Stadium, just having learned he was no longer the Jets' starting quarterback. After 2 seasons, one that nearly ended in a playoff berth and another that turned him into a laughingstock, Fitzpatrick was now a backup, having been told a few minutes before by an offensive coach in the locker room. Bryce Petty, the new starter, found out just before he followed Fitzpatrick on stage. Todd Bowles announced the switch in his post-game remarks, but had not told either player. There was nothing clean or unjumbled in the process, but the Jets had been ugly and sloppy Monday. Why stop at the christening of their new starter? They were beaten down by the Indianapolis Colts, 41-10, on Monday Night Football, embarrassed before a national audience. Fitzpatrick was benched, then usurped, with Bowles having decided before the game that Petty would start the last 4 games of the season regardless and having tacked on the second half of this loss as well. At 3-9, the Jets are playing out the season, trying to maintain the dignity they could not muster against Indianapolis, and looking forward after being officially eliminated from the playoffs. There was no sugarcoating the performance. Bowles dropped 13 expletives in 6 minutes in describing it. Muhammad Wilkerson used a few jagged words, too, not so subtly questioning the effort of some of his teammates. The onslaught against the Jets began early, not from the Colts, but from the Jets' own fans. With a nationally televised game and a viewing window all to themselves, this was an opportunity for the team's followers to air their grievances to a wide audience, lest anyone focus on the team itself. It took just 54 seconds for the initial boos to descend onto the field. The Colts had not yet scored a point, but an incomplete pass by Fitzpatrick was the initial trigger. After a 3-and-out on the opening series, there was no delaying the inevitable. Meanwhile, whatever promise Fitzpatrick, the Jets' one-year wonder, offered last season had long since faded. After Fitzpatrick's ugly first half, his last pass of the game, and perhaps of the season and his Jets career, was an interception. Petty took over to start the third quarter. Fitzpatrick completed 5 of 12 passes for 81 yards and an interception, his 14th this season, which tied him for second most in the NFL.
Yeah.